Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Huddle.
Where we talk about football.
I honestly cannot tell what accent that was supposed to be.
It was
Russian?
Sure. Let's go
All
with
right.
that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week we did our draft preview episode. This is now the weekend past the draft. And
What? I didn't know that.
Recap or review episode
Wow.
here on the Huddle. I remember doing this last year.
Do you? You're probably saying something stupid too.
Probably, like, I don't know.
Something dumb. Like something stupid.
I don't know.
Okay.
Draft pick's gonna be a bust. Like
Yeah. Cut to that episode real quick.
Yeah. Anyways, playbook for today. We got some NFL news, draft recap. We're gonna do our right or reach game, which we did last year. We're gonna go on the SeaPack Reacts, and of course, as always, we're in with the Steel Curtain session. So let's get into some NFL news. Elijah, who loves draft day?
I love draft day.
But like, what player loves draft day?
Oh.
The past 2 years, he's had a great draft day.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Who was that?
That's AJ Brown.
Okay.
What was it? 2 years ago,
Yeah.
he was traded.
Yes.
Last year, I think he got a new contract on the draft day.
Correct.
And then this year, he got a new contract on draft day, making him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. Another contract, Travis Kelce signs a 2-year extension, makes him the highest paid tight end ever.
All right now.
And then, last but not least, the NFL allows those Guardian caps to be used while playing in a game. Don't know who's gonna want to wear that, but yeah, that was clear.
So like Tua might need that. But yes.
But that is your NFL news for the week. So let's get into the NFL draft.
Woo!
So
first off,
yeah.
I just want to say, or I want to ask you, like, was this like the first few picks? Was this any surprise to you at all? Like,
absolutely not. I don't think the first 5 picks were a surprise.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like last year there was some craziness going on, and I was kind of expecting that, but I mean, really nothing too crazy happened until later on, pick number 8 specifically. But
oh my gosh, hold on. That too. But I just forgot about the biggest NFL news we've had all offseason. The Jacksonville Jaguars release wide receiver Zay Jones.
Wow.
He's the best mid-wide receiver in the NFL.
He's that one. He's that player that made that Madden, like whenever he fell over and then like got up and like the Madden back or whatever.
Maybe that was him.
Yeah.
I know. That's funny. Yeah, but I mean, let's look at the first 5 picks of this draft. Honestly, we can maybe go to pick 6. Caleb Williams went 1. Jaden Daniels went 2. Drake Bay went 3. Marvin Henderson went 4. Joe Alt went 5. Malik Neighbors went 6. I don't think that was much of a surprise to anybody.
No. One thing that kind of did get me in my mock draft, I kind of had the Patriots either trading their pick or taking Marvin Harrison there.
Okay.
And I think if Bill Belichick was still the GM there, that would have happened. But and even whenever he was on with Pat McAfee, I think he kind of had a little bit of a problem with Drake May. But again, it's a smart pick for the Patriots. They obviously need a QB, but I was kind of expecting something different. But I keep forgetting this isn't the same Patriots. This isn't the same Steelers. This isn't the same like anybody anymore, except the Bears because they're still gonna lose. But anyway. Go on.
And then Joe Alt 2 at 5. A lot of people were saying receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers. They ended up getting a couple later on in the draft.
Yeah.
So once we hit pick 7, then things started getting interesting.
Yes.
CJ Latham went 7th overall.
Yeah.
To the Titans, which wasn't. I don't know. We can talk about that later. But number 8, which we're going to talk about later too, Michael Penix goes, which is unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, you sign a quarterback to a $180 million deal over 4 years, and then draft a guy in the top 10.
Yeah. But you remember the last time that happened with Aaron Rodgers? Kirk
Hey,
had the
Jordan
MVP
loves
season.
cooking, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
So we better watch out for Kirk, and we better watch out for Michael Penix in the future. So.
Roma Dunzy goes at 9. JJ McCarthy goes at 10. Vikings traded up.
That was a little bit weird because they just traded up one spot.
Right.
But I don't know.
It's not like the Jets were going to take them.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, of course, the Jets took Olu Fashanu, another offensive tackle. That was interesting. I mean, still, they took them over. So, Fashana and Latham both went over Fawanga and Mims and Troy Fatana.
I think Fashanu should have been first, actually. And I think Latham probably should have dropped. But, I mean, who knows, obviously. I don't really study linemen like that, so I don't know. But
Right. I just thought Fashana was an interesting pick there. But he's a
yeah, either way, I think, you needed an offensive line, and you got an offensive line, so good job.
Right.
I think they're all really good, so, yep.
I mean, other than that, I think those of you who are listening to this probably know the draft. If not, let's run through these next couple picks.
Yeah.
Elijah Broncos took at 12.
Yep. They got Bo Nix, which was a surprise, kind of.
Yep.
But, yeah, a little bit. And then Las Vegas Raiders took Brock Bowers. The Saints took Talise Fuaga. The Colts took Laiatu Latu. And then Levi, your team.
Seahawks go defensive tackle at 16, took Byron Murphy the second.
I forgot about that pick. Like, that wasn't really talked about that much.
What are you talking about? That was a great pick.
No, I'm not hating on it.
I'm just saying it wasn't talked about that.
Yeah, like everybody's talking about like Brock Bowers or like all these other guys. I didn't hear about Byron Murphy too much on the Seahawks, which it's a good pick. So good job.
Yeah, it was good. And then Vikings have another pick, took Dallas Turner, who fell. He was supposed to go top 10.
Yeah.
Amarius Mims goes to the Bengals. Jared Verse heads to LA, play with the Rams. We, of course, take Troy Fatana at pick 20. Elijah. Who did the Dolphins take at 21?
They took Chop Robinson from Penn State. And then the Eagles went with Quinion Mitchell, the first cornerback taken, which was a surprise that they fell to 22, but still, good pick for the Eagles. Jaguars took Brian Thomas Jr., which is why they got rid of Zay Jones. Detroit Lions got Terrion Arnold. They traded up to get in front of the Packers, which was annoying, but whatever. And then the Green Bay Packers took offensive line Jordan Morgan, which we can talk about in SeaPack Reacts. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers took Graham Barton, which was a huge steal for them. And Arizona, again, took Darius Robinson. And then, Levi, why don't you take away the rest?
Yeah. Chiefs straight up with the Bills. Take Xavier Worthy at 28. Tyler Guyton goes to the Cowboys at 29. Nate Wiggins, another corner off the board, goes to Baltimore. Niners go wide receiver first round, take rookie Parcel out of Florida. And then the Buffalo Bills traded out for the first round again. The Panthers come in and take Xavier Legette.
Yes, sir. Sir Per.
Dude, don't ever stop saying I hate that so much. But, I mean, you just look at that draft. Obviously, Caleb Williams was taken number 1 overall. And then Jaden Daniels. So the first 3 picks are all quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
There were 6 QBs taken within the first 12 picks.
This is insane. That's half, by the way, if you don't know
that. That's for people like me, yeah. And then within the first 14 picks of this NFL draft, it was an NFL record. 14 straight offensive players were drafted. Yeah. It was not until, I think, it was...
Latu was the first at 15.
To the Colts at pick 15.
Yeah.
So, like, a huge offensive draft. And it still was later on. I mean, later on, we saw some more corners and tackles go, or defensive tackles go and stuff. But, huge offensively in the first round.
Yeah, it wasn't a record that, like, there was 5 QBs in the first 10, too.
Yeah, so, something like that. It was crazy.
And then 6 and 12 or whatever. But anyway, yeah, what a draft for the first round.
for
which is
sure.
quite exciting. And yeah, so let's go on to some other stuff.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, I guess. Do we need to talk any more about him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, the Bears have completely transformed their team in one
Hold
offseason.
on now.
And that offense is scary.
It
It
looks
really
scary, but they're still the Bears. Just remember.
right. They're still the Bears, but I'm just
The
saying
Bears.
Caleb Williams and a Dunzy can walk into the NFL, start day one, and look like pros. Look
Yeah.
like veterans. And
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb Williams is a Packers fan, apparently. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but
No wonder he's a little weird.
hey, come on now.
I don't know. Do we just want to skip to our game of legend?
Yeah, let's just go to it.
Yeah, so we're bringing it back from last year. It's right or reach.
Yes.
Did teams make the right pick, or did they reach on a draft pick? Mind you, last year, Elijah said Jahmyr Gibbs was a reach.
I
said
still
it was
think
the
it's a
right
reach.
pick,
I still
and
think it's a
Jahmyr
reach.
Gibbs tore up the freaking NFL this year.
Tell me it's not a reach. Tell me they couldn't have waited till their second pick to get Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm just
I don't
saying.
even remember. No, that was a good pick.
Okay, you're looking at it now, but I guarantee you he would have fallen to their second pick that they had, where they took Jack Campbell, and they could have taken somebody else at that pick. But anyway,
Nah, Jack Campbell's a stud too.
no.
Anyways, right or reach game. Let's start off probably with the biggest one of this entire draft. Michael Penix Jr.
Michael Vick. They took Michael
No.
Vick.
No.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Penix.
Oh, okay.
Was this the right pick, or was it a reach?
I think we all know. Definitely a. Yeah,
Oh, look, he doesn't know.
I'm gonna say a reach, but
Okay.
however, I do think if it were any other team picking there, I think it would have been the right pick for them. But yeah, the Falcons were just dumb. They passed up Dallas Turner, any defensive player that they probably could have taken, or a receiver too. But they passed them up for a quarterback who it probably won't play in the next 4 years. Which I get it. You're looking forward to your future. Michael Penix can be a star. We talked about it last week. I think he'd be a really good quarterback. So I don't know. It just surprised the league. Doesn't make sense. Kirk Cousins was surprised. But maybe in the future we'll be coming back to this and defending it like you do with Jahmyr Gibbs or whatever. But yeah. What about you? What do you think?
I'm gonna say it's the right pick.
All right.
And
You're weird for that.
I know I am, and I know I'm completely biased towards Michael Penix because I love him as a quarterback. But I think it was the right pick. We know Kirk Cousins has had injury concerns, but we also know Michael Penix has. I mean, the dude tore his ACL twice in college.
Yeah.
So I still think it's I know people overreacted with the Packers when they did this with Jordan Love, but it was because they needed
they needed a receiver and they
wide out, and they took a quarterback.
They traded up for a quarterback too when Justin Jefferson was in that draft class. But
right. No, he terrorizes them. But I don't know, man. Because I don't think they were going to get him later. And I think Penix he's a star. I think he can be. I think he's set for the NFL. I think he's ready. When you talk, I think he would have to work out a couple of things, kind of like Jordan Love would have to do. But I honestly would not be surprised if we saw some Michael Penix this year. I would not be surprised.
Okay.
For right now, I'm going to say it was the right pick. They weren't going to get him later. And whatever team was going to get him, even if he fell to the second round, was getting a steal in the first place. So to draft him this early, I don't know if I completely agree with it, but I'm saying it's the right pick.
All right. Fair enough. So then, later on in the last few picks, Sanford City 49ers took
Sanford City
wide receiver.
I love Jamar Charles.
So the 49ers took a wide receiver, Ricky Pearsall, which kind of brought more trade rumors about the receivers they already have.
Right.
But anyway, what do you think? Right? Or
yeah, so they took him over Xavier Legette, who went the next pick. And then come the second round, they took him over Keaton Coleman and Ladd McConkey, as well as Bub Means. No, Jake.
Come on now.
So when you look at it, I know Brandon Ayuk and him played in college together.
Did they?
I think at Arizona State when Jaden Daniels was still there.
Wow.
I think yeah, they all play like a season together or something.
Wow.
So and even Ayuk posted, he was like, "That's a great pick. Can't hate on it. Great."
Yeah, CJ
Cool.
Stroud loved this guy. He was hoping the Texans
Oh
would.
yeah, Stroud was up, but I mean, come on, we love Stroud, but he can't have all the receivers in the world. So it makes you think, they took Purcell first round. There's Debo, there's Brandon Ayuk, and the man who's probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league, Juwan Jennings. Um, so I don't know. Would I call this pick a reach? Not necessarily. I think he fits well with the offense. I know he had that one crazy one-handed catch. Um, I personally, I think I would have taken Kean Coleman or
Yeah,
Leggett over him.
yeah. I would
But
even
for the
take McConkey.
spot that they were in, it's not always the name, is who would work best with your offense. In a situation like this, I don't think I can hate on it. So I'm going to call it a right pick.
Okay. I
For
am gonna say a reach.
Okay.
Because I do think there were better receivers, like you said, Keon Coleman, Lad McConkey, maybe even. Who was the guy after? Oh, Leggett. And I think the 49ers could have traded down to the second round, and he probably would have still been there.
Right.
So I do think it's a little bit of a reach, although he does seem like he's going to be a legit player, a
For sure.
legit
Yeah.
player. Anyway,
Yeah. That wasn't funny.
so oh wait, yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, they definitely would have. He definitely would have been around if they like traded for somebody. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I do think it's a reach for the 49ers, and plus I guess they forgot that Juwan Jennings is going to have a breakout year next year. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
but
All
yeah.
right. Yeah. So I'm
Also, they forgot about Brendan Rice and McCaffrey brother,
no.
whatever his name is.
Well, no, you know what I saw? That pick that the Commanders took McCaffrey with was from the trade that the Niners got Chase Young for.
Oh,
So that was
really?
originally the 49ers pick.
Oh, that's crazy.
They traded it away, and then the Commanders took McCaffrey's brother with it. So,
Wow.
that's kinda cool. But let's move on. Maybe do one or two more. Bo Nix, Elijah, right or reach?
Right. And it's just because Michael Penix went that it is right for the Broncos. Otherwise, I would have said it was a reach. Bo Nix is definitely second round to me.
And I'm actually sorry, real quick. If you're saying this was the wrong pick, I would question your ball knowledge because that might be one of the worst quarterback rooms in the NFL.
Oh yeah, the Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you have to go quarterback here.
Yeah, there was no other option. Yeah.
Yeah, there was no other option.
The Falcons messed up everything with that.
Yeah, they kind of did.
I
Raiders
wonder
got screwed over too.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what the Broncos would have done. Oh, well, I guess they would have taken a quarterback, but like, I don't know.
I think Sean Payton loves Bo Nix, even like at his pro days.
Oh yeah, he loved him. Yeah.
Stuff. So I don't think it was any question that they were going to pass up on him.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Broncos
go Bo Nix. I'm going to agree with you. It was the right pick.
Yeah. He messed up the "let's ride" thing though.
Yeah, he did.
He just said,
like Broncos country, let's go
or something like that. Wasn't good. But anyway, next, let's say Xavier Worthy.
Right pick.
Right pick.
They traded up for him. They knew they wanted him. They want another Tyreek Hill type guy. Not sure about Kadarius Toney in the future. Not sure with Rashee Rice what's going to end up happening to him. They got Hollywood Brown. He's quick.
Yeah,
they got Xavier Worthy. He's very quick.
Do you think the only thing that makes Xavier Worthy is his speed? Like, do you think he would have been here unless he had his second 40 time?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's overreacting a little bit about him. I feel like we're all thinking he's Pro Bowl his rookie year.
Yeah.
He might not be a John Ross 2.0. But I think you put any receiver with Mahomes and they look better.
That's
obviously,
true. I mean,
other than Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, he looks worse actually. It's crazy, but I mean,
but I think Worthy's hands are mostly there. His route running could be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, but I think as completeness as a player, he's mostly there.
Yeah.
And playing with Mahomes, guys like Kelsey on the field with you, guys like Hollywood Brown, I think he should be all right. And I think this is the right pick.
Yeah, I think they could just run Hail Marys every play and Mahomes is chucking to
Yeah, I
somebody
mean,
down
okay,
there.
4 verts all
Yeah.
game long with a tight end attack. I
Yeah.
mean, come on.
But yeah,
Um,
I'll go with the right.
yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing else to add. But
All right.
finally, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I put Laiatu Latu. A
Yeah.
lot of people say that he was the best defensive player in the draft, but I really don't know. Like I definitely would have taken Dallas Turner over Laiatu
You
Latu.
were taking Turner from him. Okay, so I mean, people saying he's the best defensive player in this draft. He was the first defensive player to go.
Fair.
Um, I think he has more upside than Dallas Turner. I think if this makes sense, I think um, Latu has a lower floor, but Verse has a or Turner has a higher ceiling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
so, like I feel like in potential wise, Dallas Turner might have more
Yeah.
than Latu, but I feel like Latu he's better as of right now.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I think this was the right pick. I
Okay.
mean, they could have gone wide out, but they signed. I mean, Anthony Richardson's coming back from injury. They signed Pittman to that contract over the offseason, so he's there to stay. And I think they needed to boost up their defense a little bit. So
Yeah.
I can't hate this pick. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say pick.
Okay. I'm not like an expert. I'm not a scout or a GM or anything, but really I just would have picked Dallas Turner, even I don't know, Byron Murphy, Jared Verse over him. But you know
Right.
what? I could be completely wrong. I'm not a GM or a scout, so but anyway, I think that concludes our I'll just say right. Or no, I'll say reach because
Is that reach? Okay.
yeah, just because.
No, I respect that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So that's your right or reach game. Um, let's move on to SeaPack Reacts. We're gonna go quick.
All right, you go first though cuz I want
Okay.
you to.
I start in 3, 2, 1, go. Seahawks, first round, took Byron Murphy. I absolutely love that pick. No second round, third round. They took guard Christian Haynes out of UConn and Tyrese Knight, or linebacker from UTEP. Fourth round. No, UTEP was fourth round too. Anyways, another fourth round pick. They took tight end AJ Barner out of Michigan. Round 5, they got Nehemiah Pritchett at Auburn, whatever. Round 6, they got Sito, I don't even know, Lamu, brother.
Sure.
I got a clue. And they had 2 other 6th-round picks as well. They took DJ James, corner, and Michael Garrell out of Finlay. He is a tackle. So a lot of offensive line, a lot of defense still. As they boost it up, the Seahawks are in a good position. I think they're in a weird position with Howell and Gino, but I think overall this was a good draft, underrated draft class.
All right. Does that mean it's my turn?
Yeah, you're up in
All right.
3, 2, 1. Back react.
All right. So first round, we kind of surprised everybody and went with an offensive tackle. I'm not sure how I feel about Jordan Morgan. I don't know. It was kind of an underwhelming pick, but you know what? We needed a tackle, we kind of needed a tackle. But anyway, we took him, and we had to accept that. Second round, we took Edrin Cooper. He's fast, and we needed a linebacker, so we took him. Then second round, 58, we took safety Javon Bullard, which is my favorite pick that the Packers made.
Absolute steal.
Yeah.
Absolute steal.
Yeah, he's going to be great. And then after that, we took running back from USC, Marshawn Lloyd, which is good. We need a running back, or at least a backup. Josh Jacobs obviously will be our starter, and we got AJ Dillon, but it's nice to have another guy. Round 3, 91, we had Tyron Hopper, which I think is a great name. Linebacker. I think he's more of an edge, but I saw stats of him.
How are you in round 3 and your time is up?
Yeah, I know. We had 11 draft picks, so
Oh my gosh. Start yapping. Let's go.
All right.
Or no, stop yapping more.
All right, shut up.
Yeah, whatever.
Tyron Hopper, I'm excited about. We'll see. And then we took another safety, Evan Williams from Oregon, which I like. And then we took offensive line Jacob Monk. Um, and then we took round 5 again, Kitten or Kitan, it's not Kitten, Kitan Ladapo, another safety from Oregon State, which I thought was kind of weird, but you know what? We need safety, so might as well get depth. 6th round, Travis Glover, offensive line, Georgia State. 7th round, I don't like this pick, Michael Pratt, QB, Tulane. I hate that pick. It was such a waste because Sean Clifford is a great backup, and he will be number 2. And then finally, our last pick, absolute steal in the 7th round, Kalen King. Although Levi said something to me earlier this week. He's another K
Second
King.
coming
Yeah.
of Kevin King.
Another Kevin King, K King. I was excited. He's from Penn State. But now I'm a little bit worried. But anyway, good job, Packers, I guess, is a mid draft as it usually is. But we'll see you in the Super Bowl. All
In a
right.
grand 2.5 minute.
Listen, 11 draft picks is a lot.
Seahawks had like, I don't know, how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I still.
That's still a lot. But my.
Anyways, it's time for our favorite part of the episode.
Here we go.
Favorite part.
Oh.
Okay.
Here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go.
Troy Fuanga's not a small boy.
All right.
All
Sure.
right. Steel curtain session. My goodness. Con artist. Let Con cook. Omar Khan. I'm speechless. I love that man.
Yeah.
Like he just looks like such a nice man too. Like if I ever needed a hug, I would just go hug Omar Khan.
Okay.
Anyway. What a draft back-to-back years, honestly, by this guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people grading last year's draft an A plus. A lot of people this year drafting our draft class in A plus. I would agree. This draft class
No
is
bias whatsoever.
but it's so perfect, though, dude. It really is.
Let's go through them and we'll talk.
Sure.
All right.
20th overall, we took offensive tackle or guard out of Washington, Troy Fuanga.
Troy Fatanu, not Fuanga. Yeah.
Fuanga.
Know your own guy, buddy. It's Fatanu.
Is it?
Yeah, Troy Fatanu.
I put Talise Fuanga.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right, buddy.
Whoops. Anyways,
oh,
second round of Elijah, who do we get?
Wait, let's talk about Furtado for a second.
Okay. You mean Fuanga?
Whatever. It's Fatanu. Basically, I describe him as the offensive line Troy Polamalu. Maybe it's because he's Samoan. Maybe it's because his name is Troy. And maybe because it ends with an U. But he is. He can play.
He's tough, bro.
Whenever
you see a clip of him blocking without a helmet, that was enough for us to draft him.
Oh, yeah. And he grew up a Steelers fan, so...
Yep.
Which
he
is
posted
crazy.
stuff back in like 2014.
Yeah. He's a real Steeler right there. Whenever I first saw it, it said guard, because he originally was going to be a guard, but obviously we'll put him at tackle. But I was kind of confused at first, because I didn't realize he could change to tackle. But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it was a good pick.
Speaking of...
I'm surprised we got him.
Yeah, I know, me too. Speaking of surprising we got, and I love it.
Yep.
Round 2, pick 51.
Our man.
Zach Frazier.
Zach Frazier, everybody. The only WVU person I ever like other than Tavon Austin.
Let's go. I'll take that. You're going to like Beanie Bishop too, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later.
So, Graham Barton was taken by the Buccaneers in the first round, and JPJ was taken by the Raiders in the second. Was getting a little bit nervous that the centers were getting taken. But he fell to us, and we got a guy who is going to be great for us, I guarantee. He is tough. He's going to be great for us. I can't think of anything else.
He's not small. No. He's 6'3", 310. Um, but he's it that's not super tall at
Yeah,
6
especially
for
for
an
O line. Yeah,
So it kind of reminds me of what like a Mike Webster. He
yeah.
was what Elijah
That
6.
guy from the '70s. Yeah, he was 6'1", 255.
Get out of here, dude.
Yeah, 6'1", 255. And what's Zach Frazier?
He's 6'3", 310.
All right.
So I mean, a little bit of a difference. He's bigger than him, obviously, but
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of what Frazier could be a Mike Webster.
All right.
Maybe not as like gritty and in the trenches and stuff, but
All right. Come
could
on
be.
now.
Could be.
Zach Frazier is going to be the best center in Steelers history, which is saying a lot because we've had a lot of great ones.
That's true. We were
Um,
back to that 2019 line. That, my friends, was
oof.
perfection. We
Yeah.
had Marquise Pouncey,
Yeah.
Filer,
Yep.
DeCastro,
Yep.
Villanueva,
Yep.
and
Foster, was Foster there? Ramon.
maybe. No, there's somebody else.
Oh. Well, anyway.
I got no clue.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Wait, don't
we're
forget
back.
about Kendrick Green. That was a really good offensive
Stop
line
it.
year.
Oh my gosh, that man was the cause of my anxiety.
All right. So Zach Frazier, we're excited for him. We boosted up our offensive line in the first 2 rounds, and everyone's happy. Round 3, who'd we get, Levi?
Rowan Wilson, wide receiver out of Michigan.
Wow.
Great pick. I was
Good
surprised
pick.
we got him third. He's a solid wideout. I think he could be wide receiver too.
Yeah, I think he's slot. He's
I don't.
more
No,
of
I
a
don't think
slot
he's
guy.
slot.
I think he is. I guarantee. Look up. I look look up Roman Wilson slot.
He's a smaller guy.
Yes, I was right. Slot
He is a
receiver.
slot. I
Let's
know, but I
go,
think we
baby.
might use him as our wideout too. And
Yeah,
then
yeah. No, you're right. He's definitely like he can play outside, but
right.
I think he's definitely a slot receiver though too. But anyway, whether or not what he's gonna be, the next round we got
No,
another
same
one.
round. Same round, same last name. We took Peyton
Yeah.
Wilson,
Oh,
inside linebacker.
what a steal!
I think he's the best inside linebacker in this group.
Yeah, no.
But it was just weird because, like, I feel like we're all still sleeping on Cole Holcomb. We still got.
Well,
I would not be surprised if Elena Roberts is traded or cut.
Really?
Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Wow.
Um,
You heard it here.
we were supposed to be our linebackers for the next couple years, honestly. And they turned out just being bridge guys. So I can't say I hate it, but Peyton Wilson, I mean, he's a mean dude. Like even Luke Kuechly said he wishes he was like Peyton Wilson, and that's saying
He's
that is
fast.
saying a lot.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly is one of the best. Too bad his career ended short. But anyway,
Right.
Peyton Wilson's fast. He's hard hitting. He's a Steeler. Basically,
Yeah.
all these guys are Steelers, and all of them are kind of steals in this draft too. I think.
Right. I mean, that's why we're called the Steelers. I get it. Hilarious.
Round 4, we got offensive guard.
Mason McCormick. This, my friends, was another steal.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a great pick. I think this is a really good pick.
I don't know yet. I mean, TJ Tampa was there, and we need cornerback help, and we just passed it up
But
for.
you're sleeping on my boy Corey Trice too.
No, I mean, no. I think he just had an ACL tear. How it's kind of tough to come back from that. I mean, it's doable, obviously. I mean,
Yeah, buddy. What do you think I'm gonna do? At my house the rest of my life after I'm done with this thing?
Yeah, you're probably gonna sit on your couch eating Nilla wafers for the rest of your life. Having your mom.
Stop hating on Nilla wafers too.
I love Nilla wafers.
You are
Sponsor us, Nilla
unbelievable.
wafers. No, I'm kidding.
Insufferable.
Anyway, I think TJ Tampa was there, and he ended up going to the Ravens, which I'm mad about. And I think we could have gotten him. Mason McCormick, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we've got 2 great offensive guards right now.
Right. Daniels' contract is up at the end of the season. Now.
Yeah.
So depending on how he does, McCormick could be our future.
Yeah, but he also could just be another Spencer Anderson. So.
I mean, our whole O-line was beat up parts of the season last year too, so
fair enough. But
I think, he's good for depth.
All right, but we also got Nate Herbig. Just saying.
We do have Nate Herbig too. That's true.
Anyway, round 6, we didn't have a fifth round pick, but I like this pick, Logan Lee, defensive tackle
at Iowa.
Yeah, I don't remember why I liked this pick, but I did. I saw something about him or something,
He's
and
a hard hitter too, man.
Yeah,
He's like he's pretty persistent. Like he just doesn't give up on a play,
yeah,
and he's just. I just feel like I feel like he's just confident in the way he plays,
yeah.
and I like that a lot.
The one thing that I kind of didn't like, but also this could be a good thing. When I looked at his stats, a lot of his stats were like combined with somebody else. Like somebody else got to the quarterback first, the quarterback escaped, and then he came in, or somebody stopped the running back, but the running back broke the tackle and then he came in.
Right.
But I do kind of now thinking about it, like we have Cam Hayward and Benton, so like maybe that's gonna work out perfectly for him. Maybe
Yeah, he will most definitely sit
yeah, I don't.
this year,
Yeah,
but for
if he,
sure, I mean, Hayward's probably only got a season or two left in him.
yeah,
So this is just preparing
don't
for the
say
future.
that.
I think this is a good pick.
Don't say that. Cam Hayward's playing forever.
Yeah, okay, but
And then finally in round 6, still, we got cornerback Ryan Watts.
yep.
I don't. Where did he go to college? I don't remember. Georgia, or maybe not Georgia at all. Let me take a little quick glance. He went to Texas. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Texas. Yeah, because like I think like 8 or 9 Texas players went this draft or something.
Yeah.
There was a ton of Texas players, but yep,
What do you
I
think?
think it's a good pick for depth too.
Okay.
Don't play much, but and then let's look at the undrafted free agents. Let's roll through these real quick.
Okay.
We
But we
got
can.
that
Woohoo!
he's a dog, dude. He's a dog.
Let's go.
He's a sure tackler. He's a good coverage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does have some problems letting up his man, but honestly, he led the nation in pass deflections or pass defend or something. Anyway, he led the nation in that, and he got 4 picks last year. So
yeah.
I think I'm
So for
pretty
him to go on draft, it was
yeah, and I think he'll definitely be a slot corner. Um,
yeah.
but I think if maybe he turns into something good, and maybe another West Virginia player will be on the Steelers full time. But anyway, next running back from Georgia, Dejun Edwards.
He'll be our number 3.
Yeah, I mean, who do we even have at running back
It's
depth?
Najee Moore, or Najee Moore. That's it.
Yeah, so great. John Rise Plumley, quarterback from Central Florida.
Yeah, his position on the roster is open right now. There's no position, so and he's fast, dude.
Yeah, he is fast.
50 guy. So we might be putting him at slot receiver.
Yeah,
Ryan Switzer 2.0. Here we go.
yeah, I don't think so. But next,
Probably not.
Julius Welshoff, linebacker, Charlotte. I don't know anything about him, so I
No
like
clue.
linebacker depth though, so that's great.
And this next guy, I have no clue we even signed him. Jacoby Windman, linebacker out of Michigan State. So just trying to bolster up that linebacker spot, obviously get some depth, see who really want to keep and pay for the next season. But overall, Elijah, grade our draft.
A+.
And there's nothing more to say about it.
You're
You
right.
saw the names. You saw what we said about it.
Yeah.
A+.
Obviously, we're experts, so
Exactly.
basically whatever we say is going to be true.
Right.
But everybody else is saying it anyway, so it's not like we're crazy for that. Everybody else says A+, so.
Not the Panthers. Not the Jags.
Well. Oh, well. Anyway, anything else that we need to talk about for
I think that's it. I mean, looking forward, I got no clue because it's summer, and with no football, it means the things get boring. But
yeah.
We got the draft coming up, or no?
We have the draft coming up in a year. We'll be talking about that.
So George Sanders is going number 1 overall, but just to the teams.
Only the teams.
Don't want them to go.
Oh man, it kind of sucks for the Seahawks because they'll have number 1 pick.
Whatever team drafts them, I mean, they're cooked because his daddy said he can't play for them.
Hey, another Eli Manning story is going down, but
people would go crazy if that happened.
Yeah.
No, but we're gonna get into actually sooner than later. We can get in probably into our predictions for next year.
Wow.
maybe closer to the season, but we'll
Yeah.
keep it some things interesting over the
Oh,
season.
yeah, of course.
For the summer, talk about signings, come up with games,
Yeah.
bring some more guests on.
Yeah.
We'll have fun.
Yep.
You guys don't gotta worry about it.
Nope.
So, yeah, without further ado, this is another episode here on the Huddle. I'm Levi Jenkins, alongside here with Elijah Cower, and we will see you all next week or the week after that or whenever we decide to record again. So, thank you for listening. We'll see you around.
Country roads,
Get out of here.
take me home to the place. Come on, Levi. I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Peace.